Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Sarah Explains, the podcast where we demystify the little things that make life, and especially work, a little bit easier. Today, we have a really special episode for you. It's the holiday season, which means office parties are in full swing. And for many, especially those new to a country or a workplace, navigating those holiday party conversations can feel a bit daunting. To help us with this, I'm absolutely thrilled to introduce my guest today, Omid. Omid is an Iranian immigrant who has been living in Canada for a few years now, and he's here to share his experiences and insights. Omid, thank you so much for joining me.
It's my pleasure, Sarah. I'm really excited to be here and share my thoughts.
That's wonderful to hear. So, Omid, you've experienced Canadian workplace culture firsthand, including holiday parties. What was your initial impression of these events when you first started working here?
Honestly, when I first came to Canada, I was very curious about everything. The idea of a workplace holiday party sounded very fun and festive, but also a little intimidating. In Iran, workplace gatherings are usually more formal, or perhaps focused on specific celebrations like Nowruz. The casual, social aspect of a Canadian holiday party was new to me. I remember thinking, what do people even talk about?
That's such a common feeling. The "what do people talk about" question is the core of it, isn't it? So, let's dive into that. What are some of the typical small talk topics that come up at these parties, and how do you approach them?
Well, the holidays themselves are the biggest topic, of course. People talk about their plans for Christmas, Hanukkah, or whatever they celebrate. They ask about gifts, travel, and family visits. It's a great opener because it's something everyone can relate to. But I have a question. If someone asks me about my holiday plans and I'm not celebrating a traditional Canadian holiday, what's a good way to respond?
That's a fantastic question, Omid, and it gets to the heart of cultural exchange. You can share what you are doing. For example, you could say, "We're looking forward to a quiet family dinner at home." Or, "I'm excited to try some new Canadian holiday recipes." Or, you can simply express your appreciation for the festive atmosphere. Something like, "It's lovely to see everyone celebrating." Or, "I'm enjoying the festive decorations and music." The key is to be open and positive.
That makes sense. It's about sharing a piece of your experience without feeling pressured to conform. What other topics are popular?
Besides the holidays, the weather is always a safe bet in Canada, especially in winter. People often comment on the snow, the cold, or express excitement for it to warm up.
Oh, the weather. Yes, I've heard that a lot. It's a universal conversation starter, I suppose.
Exactly. And then there's work, but in a more relaxed way. People might ask, "Are you looking forward to a break?" Or, "What are your plans for the new year?" They might also ask about a fun project you worked on or something you're proud of from the past year. It's not about deep work discussions, but more about reflecting on the year in a positive light.
That's a good distinction. So, not about deadlines or performance reviews, but more about accomplishments or anticipation for a break.
Precisely. And food is always a winner. At a party, there's usually a spread of delicious food, so commenting on that is easy. "Have you tried the mini quiches? They're amazing." Or, "This gingerbread is so good."
That's easy for me to talk about. I love food.
Me too. Another area is hobbies and interests outside of work. People might ask what you do to relax, or if you have any exciting plans for your time off. It's a way to get to know colleagues on a more personal level.
So, if someone asks me about my hobbies, I can talk about my passion for photography or learning to play the guitar.
Absolutely. That's perfect. It shows you have a life outside of work and gives people something concrete to connect with. And if you're curious about their hobbies, don't hesitate to ask, "Oh, you enjoy hiking? Where do you usually go?"
That's a great point. I sometimes feel like I should only be answering questions, but asking them back is important too.
It really is. It makes the conversation a two-way street and shows genuine interest. Now, Let's touch on workplace etiquette at these parties. What are some do's and don'ts from your perspective?
A big do is to be friendly and approachable. Smile, make eye contact. Even if you're feeling a bit shy, a smile goes a long way. And as we've discussed, engage in small talk. Don't just stand in a corner. And what about drinks? I've heard that at some parties, people can drink a bit too much.
That's a very important point. A key do is to drink responsibly. It's a workplace event, so maintaining professionalism is still important, even in a relaxed setting. Know your limits.
Good advice. And a don't would be to avoid some topics, right? Like politics or religion, unless you know the person very well.
Exactly. Stick to lighter, more neutral subjects, and avoid complaining about work or colleagues. The holiday party is a time for positivity and celebration.
So be friendly, drink responsibly, avoid controversial or negative topics. What else?
Be mindful of your body language. Open posture, not crossing your arms, can make you seem more welcoming. And if you're introduced to new people, try to remember their names. It's a small thing, but it makes a big difference.
That's something I'm still working on. Names can be tricky.
They can be, but it's worth the effort. And finally, a do is to thank your hosts. A simple, thank you for organizing this, or this is a lovely party is always appreciated.
This is all incredibly helpful, Sarah. I feel much more prepared now.
That's wonderful to hear, Omid. To really solidify this, how about we do a very short role play? Imagine we're at the office holiday party. I'll come over to you.
Okay, I'm ready.
Hi, Omid. Happy holidays. It's great to see you here.
Hi, Sarah. Happy holidays to you too. It's lovely to be here. So, what are your plans for the break? Going anywhere exciting?
Well, we're planning a cozy family gathering at home. My parents are visiting, so it will be nice to spend some quality time together. And I'm hoping to do some snowshoeing if the weather cooperates.
Snowshoeing. That sounds amazing. I've always wanted to try that. Where do you usually go?
There are some great trails just outside the city. I can give you some recommendations if you're interested.
Oh, that would be fantastic. Thank you. I'm always looking for new outdoor adventures. So, you're enjoying the party? Have you tried these mini pizzas? They're surprisingly good.
Yes, I've tried them. They are delicious. I was just telling my colleague earlier how impressed I am with the food spread.
It really is a great spread.
Well, it was so nice chatting with you, Omid. Enjoy the rest of the party.
You too, Sarah. Thanks for stopping by.
Oh, Omid, one last thing. I was wondering, what's your favorite thing about working here in Canada?
That's a great question. I'd say it's the diversity of people and perspectives. It's something I really value.
That's wonderful to hear. Thanks again, Omid.
Thank you, Sarah.
How was that, Omid?
That felt great. I felt comfortable and I think the conversation flowed naturally. I was able to share a bit about myself and show interest in you as well.
You absolutely did. You were friendly, you shared your plans, you asked about my interests, and you even offered recommendations. That's exactly the kind of positive, engaging interaction we're talking about. It shows curiosity and a willingness to connect.
This has been so enlightening, Sarah. I feel much more confident now about approaching these conversations. The tips about keeping it light, asking questions, and being positive are so practical.
I'm so glad to hear that, Omid. Remember, most people at these parties are looking to connect and have a good time, just like you. It's not an interrogation. A little bit of preparation and a positive attitude can make all the difference. Don't be afraid to be yourself and share your unique experiences. Thank you for sharing your insights and experiences with us today, Omid. It's been a pleasure and incredibly valuable.
Thank you for having me, Sarah. It was a lot of fun.
And thank you, our listeners, for tuning in to Sarah Explains. I hope this episode has given you some helpful tools for navigating those holiday party small talks. Remember, these interactions are opportunities to build connections and make your workplace feel even more welcoming. Happy holidays, everyone, and I'll see you next time on Sarah Explains.